So I have a question for you. Do you ever find yourself second guessing your decisions and really looking for a solution on how to stop doing that? Well, if that's the case, stay tuned to today's Supercharged with Emily because that is our topic. So, welcome everyone to our Supercharged with Emily Momentum Monday, and it will probably be a Monday at some point wherever you're watching this. So it's perfectly fine. So today's topic is a very important one for entrepreneurs and, of course, people in general, because as human beings, we tend to have this habit sometimes to second guess our decisions and wonder if we should change our minds and all of this. And this doesn't mean that you shouldn't reflect and you shouldn't have a sense of what is important. Like maybe you do need to change your mind over something. It's not about being rigid and intractable, but it's about once you have committed to a path to keep wondering if you're on the right path. And that can be very detrimental, especially if you are on the right path and you need to put your energies into going forward as opposed to second guessing it. So today we're going to look a little bit at why we're doing this and how to stop it so that we can focus on our goals and our priorities because that is really the key. So without further ado, let's jump right on into this topic today. So second guessing and how to stop, because we can get caught up in this cycle where it feels like it's like endless, like this bottomless pit, this abyss where we're just like losing our whole thoughts. But hey, you see the night behind me? Let me just do a little quick aside. I went to IKEA this week, got this cool Comet light, and I had a blast at IKEA. Make sure to check my Instagram. I did a little video on that so you can see. And let me know if there are any other IKEA fans out there because, I don't second guess at IKEA. I don't second guess. When I see what I like, I pick it up. No second guessing. It's a great place to get over that problem. All right, right on into the topic here. Oops, not yet. I kind of went a little bit too ahead. So let's go over to this screen. Hold on. There. All right. So, number one, the first thing I'd like to share with you about overcoming the tendency and the habit to second guess yourself is that we have this fear of missing out, FOMO. So the point is we want to get over having FOMO, no fear of missing out. You think that if you made a different choice, you would miss out on the thing you're missing out on. And so therefore you want to change your mind or you second guess. And the reality is you're always going to miss out on something, and you're always also not going to miss out on something. So you have to understand there are trade-offs, and you do have to decide if I'm here, I can't be there. And if I'm there, I certainly cannot be here. Hence, if that's the case, you're always going to miss out on something. You just have to determine what is the best something that you don't want to miss out on. So overcoming that concept of fear of missing out is a really important step in minimizing the second guessing. The second thought on this point is that you need to be a long-term thinker. Many times when we're second guessing ourselves, we're really caught up in the short term. And as a result of that, we're losing sight of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is all about your goals. What are your goals in business and life, whatever they may be? And among those goals, what are your priorities? And I did a Momentum Monday not too long ago on that very topic about goals and priorities and how to uh, address them. So I encourage you to go check out that video. But today I'm going to invite you to revisit the topic because as a long-term thinker, you have to keep perspective. And it's very easy to get lost in short-term activities, getting lost in maybe how you think things should be, and then you actually forget, like, what your whole point is. So the idea here is to really be able to keep yourself focused on that long term perspective. And that will allow you to remind yourself of why you made the decision you made in the first place. And having those reminders, I like to have my goals as visible as possible, because it is easy to forget what you said your goal is. And having those reminders and having that visibility really makes a difference in keeping you focused and on track. To me, this is one of the biggest reasons that we second guess ourselves, is because we get caught up in the moment without that long-term vision being the focus. Things come up, distractions come up, and that really get in the way. All right, so the third point. Wait, why do I keep hitting the wrong button? Here, I need a production. I need a producer. Okay, I do. Here, let me see. Yeah, I need a producer. Okay, so confident purpose. When you have a confident purpose, you don't second guess yourself, because again, you know your goals and you know your priorities and you know your purpose. When you have a purpose, you have that confidence, and you don't sit there wondering, what is this my purpose? Is this not my purpose? Is this my purpose today? Okay, now I am not suggesting that there are not times in our lives when we have to get very introspective and really come understand what the purpose is. So that's a little different than that phase. Today I'm talking about when you already know what your purpose is, you already know what you decided to do, but you keep second guessing it. If that's the case, you have to ask yourself a very honest question. Am I second guessing myself because I'm not comfortable with what I think my purpose is? Or I know what my purpose is, but I'm not really willing to do all the things that it takes to fulfill that purpose. So once you get really, again, honest with yourself as to where this is coming from, you're better able to isolate the situation and then really make a more informed decision about your own status. So I'm suggesting that you just give yourself the time to ask yourself these questions and then wait to hear what you respond to your own self. And I think you'll find this to be a very instructive exercise, because it really allows you to have that time to reflect. And that's what this is all about. So let me do a little recap on this, on second guessing and how to stop it. And again, the first thing I want to highlight was the no FOMO. Do not be afraid of missing out on something else. You just have to go the path you've chosen and just move forward. The second thing is being a long-term thinker, thinking beyond the moment, thinking farther ahead so that you're not distracted by everything that comes your way. Hence, you second guess your long-term goal. And thirdly, having that confident purpose, being grounded in your purpose, allows you then to stay focused despite the distractions that will inevitably come your way. So it's to be expected that distractions come along. It shouldn't be a surprise. But again, having the visibility of what you're working towards really makes a difference. So some of you might be saying to me, well, Emily, I need more help. I need more help to either stay focused, to understand my options, or whatever it is. So hence, I have a solution for you, and this is a solution that we have. It's called the Supercharge Club. For those of you who are already members, you know that the focus is planning, accountability, and community. Those are the hallmarks of the Supercharge planning system. And it's a time to work on your business. And some people say, I don't have the time to do this. So my question is, do you have the time to work on your business? Now, we've heard the question said, or the comment said, we work in our business and sometimes not on our business. You actually have to do both, because obviously you have to work the business of your business, get your customers, make your money, get your cash flow. Things have to work financially. But at the same time, that perspective and big picture outlook that I was mentioning before is essential to keep going in a parallel track, because you can grow a business, a very successful business. I grew when we were starting my Kusori business. Actually, when we were growing our Kusori business, we grew it to quite a significant business. I had no time to work on the business at all. It was growing the business, grow it, grow it, grow it. No time to work on it. And the on it is the remove yourself a bit from it so that you can make better decisions. That is the key. That is the whole purpose of supercharging. All the stuff I come here talking to you about every week is all about how you can make a better business decision, because the better decisions you make, the more successful you truly can be, the more longevity you can have in business for yourself personally and for the business itself. This is so critical. This is so important. I'm like wanting to shout it from the rafters, because a lot of people don't understand this, especially new entrepreneurs who are just kind of getting into the entrepreneurial space, don't fully understand the journey ahead. And that is what I'm here to share with you. Help you understand what the journey ahead looks like. So if you want the opportunity to work not only in your business, but on your business, that time to reflect, think about what's going on, and you don't have to take a lot of time. And I realize we are all time strapped. We have all kinds of things going on in our lives, and I totally get that. But it's to be aware. If it's even 5 minutes you have, spend the 5 minutes. If it's 1 minute, spend the 1 minute. Or if you have more time, great. But the whole point is to apportion out some, carve out some space in your busy world where you can reflect on the big picture of your business and making sure that the decisions that you're making are in alignment with your purpose, your goals, your priorities, and everything like that. And as we launch into June, our Supercharge Club is going to be all about priorities, understanding what your priorities are, setting them, understanding your expectations for your business and yourself, so that you can really do what you say you want to do. Because sometimes we have these long lists of goals, a long old list of things we want to do, and no reality of when, how, which day, which month, and we kind of get lost in a alternate universe or some kind of warped reality. And I'm here to bring us back to that grounding. A part of the supercharging is being grounded in understanding what you're doing and what it takes to do it, what it takes to execute your vision. So if you think that could help you, having a community that could help support you along the way and remind you of key things to be considering for your business throughout, then I certainly invite you to check out the Supercharge Club. Just visit thesuperchargeclub.com and you will get all of the details right in there. Okay, that's pretty much that. So with that, as I mentioned, this month it's all about priorities. Each month we have another theme. January it was dream and so forth. So, that's just an example. So with that, I'm going to say bye-bye until next time. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, at Supercharge Coach if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, give me your feedback. Let me know what you're thinking here and what questions you have on the whole process of your business. If you could use some support, just reach out and let me know. Until then, I wish you a great week ahead. See you next time. Remember to subscribe.